The movie begins with Jake Carter, a former U.S. Marine, waking up and preparing for the day ahead. His morning routine is methodical and disciplined, shaving, suiting up in uniform, and checking his gear with military precision. After loading his weapon, Jake heads to work. He's now employed by Hawthorne Global Security, a private firm specializing in high-risk protection assignments. Today's mission: oversee the arrival of a key informant, Liv Tannis, at the airport. As Jake and his team await her landing, he's greeted by Robert Daniels, head of the organization. Daniels commends Jake for his decorated military service and reminds him that this is his first official assignment. Making a strong first impression is crucial. When the plane lands, Jake is surprised to see his former Marine lieutenant among the security detail. The mission quickly becomes personal. Liv Tannis, the woman they're assigned to protect, holds highly classified, incriminating evidence that could bring down Genesis, a powerful corporation under federal investigation. As Liv steps off the plane, her defensive attitude and sharp tongue make it clear she won't be easy to handle. Tensions rise during the convoy to a secure facility. Jake and Liv clash almost immediately, their mutual distrust intensifying. Neither realizes they're walking into an ambush. Suddenly, a rocket slams into the lead vehicle, igniting a massive explosion. As the drivers scramble to reverse, a second rocket hits the rear, trapping the convoy. Mercenaries emerge and unleash gunfire on the SUV carrying Liv. Jake reacts instantly, barking orders and returning fire with deadly accuracy. Amid the chaos, Liv tries to flee into the woods. Determined to protect her, Jake follows. Meanwhile, the mercenaries, led by the cold and calculated Vogel, systematically eliminate Jake's team. As Liv is spotted by two attackers, Jake takes them out. Despite her lingering suspicion, Jake insists she stay close if she wants to survive. With no radio signal and gunfire echoing through the forest, Jake and Liv narrowly escape by stealing a mercenary vehicle. They head to a nearby safe house where Jake secures the perimeter. But just as things calm down, Liv pulls a gun on him, still unsure if she can trust him. Jake calmly explains the danger of going to the authorities alone. Genesis has eyes everywhere. His sincerity and calm begin to sway her. Slowly, she lowers the weapon. Elsewhere, Vogel reviews Jake's file and sees him as both a threat and an opportunity. Back at the hideout, Jake notices a vehicle approaching. Two officers, Nathan and Ethan, believed to be dead, arrive claiming they survived the ambush. Jake is wary. His suspicion proves correct when Ethan suddenly shoots Nathan, accusing him of being a traitor. It becomes clear, Ethan is working with Vogel. As he threatens Jake, Liv grabs a weapon. When Jake distracts Ethan, Liv triggers the security alarm. The sound gives Jake just enough time to disarm Ethan, and a brutal fight ensues. But more mercenaries arrive and surround the house. Jake breaks away, grabs Liv's gun, and fights back, managing to take out several attackers. He and Liv escape by boat, drifting downriver before disembarking and continuing on foot. Jake, wounded but determined, warns that the mercenaries won't stop until Liv is dead. Liv reveals she holds evidence that could dismantle Genesis and expose its involvement in the deaths of two U.S. Special Forces teams. As Jake prepares to move again, Liv knocks him unconscious with a rock and flees. A mercenary later discovers the abandoned boat but finds no trace of them. Liv hitchhikes to a police station while Jake, upon regaining consciousness, follows her trail. At the station, Liv explains her situation to Detective Redmond. Jake arrives soon after, but a suspicious officer takes his ID and asks him to wait. As Redmond questions Jake, he receives a call from Ethan. Pretending to be a government agent, Ethan accuses Jake of being a fugitive and warns that both he and Liv are dangerous. Jake and Liv are arrested. But soon, Vogel and his men storm the station, massacring officers and staff. Amid the bloodshed, Jake escapes his cuffs, frees Liv, and arms himself. Together, they fight their way out. Jake urges Liv to contact the Attorney General and then returns inside to help. Despite his efforts, most of the remaining officers are killed. Vogel fires a grenade launcher, stunning Jake. Liv returns in a stolen car, rescuing him. They flee but are pursued again. Vogel shoots Jake in the arm during the chase, but Jake disables one of their vehicles, forcing the mercenaries to halt. Fleeing into a forest after their car overheats, Jake and Liv set up defenses for the night. Liv tends to Jake's wounds and apologizes for not trusting him. She gives him the access code to the Genesis files just in case. The next morning, as the mercenaries close in, Jake and Liv use traps and guerrilla tactics to split and disorient them. Jake snipes several attackers, leading them into ambushes. Liv also fights back fiercely. In the final confrontation, Ethan takes Liv hostage, but she injures him and escapes. Jake and Ethan engage in a savage fight. Liv returns in time to shoot Ethan in the head, but Vogel ambushes them, shoots Jake, and knocks him out. Forcing Liv to go with him, Vogel rages when she reveals the Genesis files have already been leaked online. Just as he strikes her, Jake recovers and attacks. In a brutal final showdown, Jake snaps Vogel's neck. The next day, Liv prepares to board a plane. She informs Jake that 6 top Genesis officials have been indicted for conspiracy and treason. She thanks him, kisses him on the cheek, and hands him a tuxedo, just in case he wants to show up looking sharp next time. Thanks for watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe for more recaps like this. Until next time, stay safe.